Once upon a time, there was a woodcutter who lived deep in the forest of Germany. This man worked hard all day and did his best to feed and care for his family. He would sell the wood in the village a few miles away in order to buy food and clothing. The man had 2 daughters named Hansi and Gretel. He loved them very much, but he was always a little sad because the children's mother had died when they were babies. When his daughters were a little older, their father married again to a woman named Stephanie. The man's wife was very beautiful, and at first she was kind to the children and gave them all kinds of treats and toys. But after a while, she started to show what she was really like deep inside. One day, late in autumn, the children and Stephanie were busy with fall house cleaning.
Gretel!
Yes, sir.
You missed the spot and don't call me Steph. My name's Stephanie.
Yes, ma'am. Can we have something to eat? I'm very hungry.
You won't eat until tomorrow. You have both been naughty and you're lucky I didn't make you sleep in the outhouse.
Gee, you. But what have we done wrong? We'll stop doing naughty things if you tell us what we've done wrong.
It's that breathing in and out. You keep doing it.
Well, we can hardly stop doing that.
Oh, really? If you aren't willing to cooperate, then I can't help the consequences. Go to bed without supper.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop! Pick this mess and then go to bed.
Yes, Steph.
Those kids are driving me crazy. I have to do something to get them out of my hair. That father of theirs is just so attached to them, he would never think of sending them away somewhere. I have to think. What? Thinking makes me hungry. I know. I'll take them to the deep, dark, scary forest where and tell them to look for. What do kids look for? I know. Seashells! Yeah, kids like to look for seashells. That should take them some time. Then while they're busy, I'll just slip away and come back home. By the time they realize I'm gone and they're lost, it'll be dark and they'll never find their way back home. Ha 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 ha! Hello, sweetie.
I'm so tired and hungry. What? I could eat a horse. What's for supper?
Oh, here's some imported sausages you can have
Imported sausages?
from Vienna.
They're kind of small though, aren't they?
You know, you need to watch your cholesterol. You have a family to take care of.
Yes. The best family in the world. Where are Hansi and Gretel?
Oh, they went to bed already. They were just so tired from playing outside today that they just begged to go to bed. After they had a nice supper, of course, and they told me to tell you goodnight, so goodnight from Hansi and Gretel.
How sweet. I'll just go and kiss them goodnight.
No, you can't do that. Don't you know you can wake them up and disturb their REM sleep? Very, very bad thing to do, you know, disturbing their sleep like that.
Oh, okay. If you say so. I'm sure you know more about it than I do anyway. I think I'll turn in too. I'm exhausted.
Yes, Dumpling. You go to bed. I'll clean up the kitchen because that's what a loving wife and mother does. Works while everyone else sleeps.
Good night, dear.
Nighty-night. I can't stand it. I really gotta get out of here soon. Ooh. What? being wicked makes me hungry.
Oh, Hansi, why does Stephanie hate us so much? She used to be nice. Is it because we are not her biological children? No, that's not it. It's just because she's selfish and greedy and deceitful and demanding and controlling and manipulative. Okay, I get the idea. But what are we going to do? She'll get really mad if we tell Daddy. She will get mad. I've got an idea. Go back to Brad and Gretel. I'll be back in a few minutes. But where are you going? Just out the yard. Go on now. If Steph finds me missing, that will be bad. It would be worse if we were both out of our beds. Okay, but hurry. All right, we're all set. Good night, Moon.
Hansi and Gretel were awakened late by Stephanie after their father had left for work. She hurried them out of bed and gave them a bit of cold sauerkraut for breakfast, then rushed them into the woods. The children hurried as much as they could to keep from angering Stephanie, but Hansi secretly dropped the stones she had gathered along the way. After hours of walking, they simply could go no further.
Can't you walk any faster? We're wasting time.
But I'm so tired, Stephanie. Can't we just rest a little bit? I'm hungry too.
I. Can't you ever think about anything besides yourself? Here I go and play this nice little picture for you two. And all you can do is complain about a little inconvenient hunger? That's gratitude for you. What are we looking for again? I told you 100 times already we're supposed to be looking for seashells. It's a fun thing to do. Children everywhere look for seashells. Even less intelligent children can actually find them. Sure, even you shouldn't have any problems.
But aren't seashells found by the sea?
That is a detail that has absolutely no bearing on the possibility of finding seashells in the deep, dark, scary forests high in the mountains of Germany. Are you questioning my intelligence? If you're a smart child, you should have no trouble finding seashells. Now, start looking.
But where are you going? Are you leaving us here alone?
Of course not. What kind of loving mother do you think I am? Oh, never mind.
Hansi, she left us. It's okay, Gretel. Just try to get as much sleep as you can. Gretel, wake up. We have to go home now. But how can we go home? You know the way? We should have gone home sooner. Daddy must be so worried. Well, I waited until night so that the moon would help us home. How can the moon help us home? By shining on the rocks that are dropped all the way from the house so that when night came, the moon would shine and we could follow our way back home. Oh, Hansi, you're so smart. I want to be just like you someday. Well, you're smart too, you know. One day you're going to be the big hero and save us all. Let's go home.
I don't understand how you can eat. My children are missing, and we have no idea where they are. I've looked everywhere I could in the dark. I have to wait until morning to look again.
I eat when I'm upset, so sue me.
Daddy!
Oh, Hansi, Gretel, baby, I've been looking all over for you.
We got lost looking for seashells.
Seashells. There are no seashells in the forest.
Oh, seashells! How silly you both are. There are no seashells in the forest. You have us worried sick now. I'm sure you must be very hungry. Well, let me get you something to eat.
Oh, yes, please.
you can eat supper in bed without brushing your teeth. Run along. Off you go.
I think I'll go to bed too. It's been a long night.
Yes, Pumpkin, you do that very thing. It must be exhausting to be a man. Smoochies. Okay, I had it. I think we'll all go on a picnic tomorrow.
The next morning, after Father had left, Stephanie wakened the children and once again hurried them out of the house with the promise of a wonderful picnic with lots to eat. She gave the children a piece of bread for breakfast to eat along the way. Hansi had no time to think about gathering stones and could only scatter bits of bread along the way in order to find their way back later. Unfortunately, it was almost winter by now, and the hungry birds devoured the bread almost as quickly as Hansi could scatter them. Stephanie took them even more deeply into the forest and prepared the picnic for them. The children were amazed to find that the picnic food was wonderful, and the fire was very warm and comforting. There were turkey sandwiches, turkey bacon, turkey tetrazzini, and turkey jerky. And they had milk, real milk, nice and warm to drink. The children were so full that they stretched out on the ground and fell into a deep tryptophan-induced slumber.
Now, that's more like it. These two twerps will sleep until Christmas. Then they'll wake up under 4 feet of snow. Oh, I'm so evil. Boy, I'm hungry. So long, good riddance now. Where's that path home?
Gretel, wake up. What is it, Hansi? Oh, man. She's done it again. What is wrong with that woman? Well, let's go home. You know what, Hansi? I'm going to tell Dad. I don't care if Step gets mad. She's just a bad person. Well, let's go home. What's the matter? I don't know a way home, Gretel. I didn't have time to gather stones, and the birds ate my breadcrumbs. We're lost. We're really lost. I'm scared and I'm so sorry. It's going to be okay, Hansi. I'm scared too, but at least we're scared together and not alone. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not scared alone. I've got an idea. Let's try to get as close as we can together and get as much sleep as we can. It will be better if we go out things in the morning. Hansi, wake up! Hansi! What is it, Gretel? What's wrong? I just had a terrible dream, and then I couldn't wake you up. Hansi, I'm so cold and so scared. Well, at least it's morning, but I can't see anything because of all this fog. It might just as well still be night. At least when I'm asleep, I don't think about how tired and hungry I am. I'm so hungry, I think I smell food. You know? So do I. No, it's probably just the garbage left from the picnic yesterday. But I'm not smelling turkey, I'm smelling something wonderful and sweet. Yeah, it smells like those gingerbread cookies that Stephanie makes for herself. And we're both smelling it. Maybe there's a cottage close by that we didn't see last night. Let's go look. Hansi, look, a house.
Made out of gingerbread? We must be dreaming.
No, wait. It's real. Come here, Hansi. It's real.
But how? Oh my.
I wish we could eat it. That turkey is long gone. Okay, but let me try it first.
This is all so weird. It can't get much weirder. We're probably having just a shared dream or something. We're probably back in the forest, slowly freezing to death. I'll take this any day. Oh my.
Are we in heaven? Nibble, nibble like a mouse. Who's that nibbling on my house? Uh-oh. So, children, what are you doing eating a lady's hole? Doesn't seem very polite to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We were just hungry and cold and found our way here.
And if it means anything, your siding is delicious. Well, it may be delicious, but it is hardly the best kind of food I have. This house is made completely out of cooking failures. I'm very much into recycling.
You mean you can cook even better than this?
By all means. Why don't you come inside and get all warmed up and have a proper breakfast?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The children entered the kind woman's house and sat down at the table. Gertie was so nice and generous that soon their fear and their hunger left them. She chatted with them and showed them all her treasures and collections. Soon, Hansi and Gretel relaxed and felt that things were going to turn out all right after all.
I'm so happy that you found my house. I don't get many visitors out here in the forest. I hate not having visitors. If you don't have visitors, you can't have friends. And if you don't have friends, you can't have parties. And oh, do I love parties!
We've never been to a party before.
You haven't? Well, Grandma Gertie will just have to fix that. This is December, and we need to have a party. I know, we'll have a Christmas party. Ooh, I'm so excited to have guests for a Christmas party. It's been so long.
It's good to be with the family for Christmas. I hope we don't miss Christmas at home. I hope we don't miss Christmas with Daddy.
Daddy? What's so special about Daddy?
Well, he's our daddy and tries to take care of us. He loves us very much, and we miss him very much.
Son of Daddy. Let you get lost out in the forest. And hasn't even come to look for you, has he?
I'm sure he's trying to find us right now, and maybe he can't find us because we are in this house. Hansi, we have to go. Yes, we do. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope you have a wonderful party with your family.
Well, wait! Don't you understand? You can't leave me now, right before Christmas. We're having a party, remember?
But the party is for your family.
You are my family, and family never leave each other. Ever.
Uh-oh.
Now, don't be frightened. I just get lonely is all. Oh, goodness. Clumsy me. Would you mind picking that up for me before you go, dear?
Sure, I can do that. What? Let me out! You can't do this. You're so bad.
Keep quiet, girlie. I want company for Christmas and a few other holidays as well. I also want a housemaid and a New Year's baby. Your sister will do just fine.
What do you mean, New Year's baby? Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, you know, I fatten you up, and then on New Year's Day, you get to wear this cute little diaper with a bonnet and a sash that says, Happy New Year's. I take pictures, post it on social networks. It'll be fun. Come to think of it, we can use the same costume for a Valentine's Day Cupid.
Oh boy.
Repurposing, that's the responsible thing to do.
Let me out!
Now you just sit there and get comfortable. Here, have a donut.
You can't do this. We're not your prisoners and we're not your family.
Not family? Not family? Well, if you're not have a real problem with female authority figures.
I need to bake some more gingerbread. The roof is leaking. I need the oven cleaned out. Girlie, get in the oven and clean it out for me.
But I'll get burned.
Nonsense. I haven't used that oven for several days.
But what about the food you just fed us?
Haven't you ever heard of a microwave? Now get in the oven and clean it out.
Wait. I've never cleaned an oven before. What do I do?
Never clean an oven? For goodness sake, you are absolutely useless. Watch me and I'll show you. First, you get in the oven, then and it's important that you clean starting from back to front. And then you... Ah! What are you doing?
Come on, Hansi, we have to get
Let me
out.
out! Help! Let me out!
And so Hansi and Gretel escaped the weirdness of the gingerbread house and Gertie's excessive neediness. As they ran away from the house, they realized they were in a different part of the forest. The woods were not as thick and dark, and soon they came to a river. This river would have been impossible to cross most of the time, but the weather had grown so cold that the river had frozen solid. Very carefully, Hansi and Gretel made their way across the ice and got to the other side.
I'm not sure, Hansi, but this part of the woods looks familiar.
Yeah, I think this is where Daddy has lived before.
Look! Daddy!
Hansi! Gretel! Oh, thank heavens you're home! I've looked all over for you. I thought I had lost you forever.
We were lost for a while, but found our way home.
Oh. Girls, I have something to tell you. I realize that Stephanie is not the kind of person you need as a mother. She is left, and I don't think she's coming back.
That's okay, Daddy. I think she'll be happier wherever she is now.
You made it home just in time for Christmas. I'm so happy I could cry.
You don't need to cry, Daddy. Let's just go home.
Let me out! Please, let me out! I promise I won't make you wear the diaper and bonnet! Help!
Oh boy, I'm starving. That side on the house was delicious, but not very filling.
Help!
What in the world?
Help!
What did you get in there?
It's a long story, but I'm so glad you're here. Are you hungry? I can cook something for you. Got a nice clean oven now.
That would be lovely. I'm starved. I was on a picnic and got lost in the fog. Say, your home is nice. Do you live alone?
Yes, all alone. There's no one to cook for. Do you have a family?
Not anymore. It was unbearable. This is so nice and quiet with no noisy children. I wish I could stay here forever.
Oh, really? We can arrange that.